Alright guys, this is kind of a practice what you preach episode. I sold this car last night to father and daughter. This was going to be his daughter's first car, and man, we test drove it for, I don't know, good ways. I mean, they had to have been at least 25 miles or so. They test drove, which was fine with me. You know, I drove this car myself somewhere around 6 months, you know, the whole time I've been working on it. And then, you know, I've kept it while I was working on other cars and stuff. So this has been my daily for a long time. I've never had a problem with it. We took it out for a test drive with them, never had a problem with it. The guy goes and signs all the papers and all, you know, as is, no warranty because it's a used car, and gets probably 2 miles down the road and starts having all kinds of problems, brake lights and stuff going off. I mean, never had a problem with this car at all, and the guy buys it for his daughter and they get 2 miles down the road, and it's, you know, so I met him down there, and you know, he was nice enough to allow me a couple days with it. I could have, I guess, you know, just said, hey, you know, it's yours, you've already bought it, your tail light warranty's over. Everybody laughs about tail light warranty. A car, you know, when you sell it as is, no warranty, the tail light warranty is as soon as I can't see the tail lights no more, that's your car. But I'm not that guy. I mean, he literally only made it 2 miles down the road and he's having problems with the car. I've got a daughter myself. I would never want somebody else to have to deal with that. So I asked the guy if he would please allow me a couple days with the car to look it over and see what's wrong with it. And he was nice enough to allow me to do that. So that's where we're at now. I have no idea what's wrong with the car. It's giving me an ABS code, so we're looking over that now. But, you know, I just felt so bad for the guy to buy a car for his daughter. You know, they looked it over for quite a while, and like I said, we test drove it for quite a while, and I drove it as my personal vehicle for quite a while, no problems. It was just horrible timing, I guess. You know, so if something's going to happen to a car, I mean, this just goes to show anything can happen to any car at any time. I tell everybody that. That's why I don't like selling cars to family, because if something like this was to happen, they'd swear up and down that I sold them a crap car. That's not me. Anyway, so I got the car back from the guy. I've got it here. We're going to find out what's wrong with it. Maybe if there's something else we can do to go over and above, we're going to do that as well, because I feel sorry for the guy. And we're also going to deliver it. He lives about an hour and a half away. And, you know, he's already had to come to me once. He shouldn't have to do it again. So we're going to find out what's wrong with it. We're going to get it fixed. We're going to go over and above if we can in some kind of way or another. And then we're going to deliver the car to the guy, because that's the right thing to do. And that's what I'm trying to teach y'all, man. You know, if y'all are doing this, do the right things. You know, build a reputation and have a good reputation and stand behind it. Because whether that brings you more customers or not, it's just the right thing to do. So let's get into this thing and find out what's going on with it. Alright, so this is what we got when we crank this thing up. We got all kinds of lights going on. ABS, brake, EBC, check engine. So we got to find out, you know, what's causing that. I pulled the codes for the, you know, just the check engine light codes, and it's very vague. So I'm not getting very good information on that. So now I'm going to run the module codes and see if I can narrow it down any better with those. All right, the codes I pulled said that the ABS was not communicating. It couldn't communicate. And right there is a blown fuse for the ABS. Now, I'm not saying that that's the only thing that's wrong with this. You know, sometimes, a lot of times, there's something that causes the fuse to blow. Sometimes, you know, they're just old and they blow. So we're gonna continue to look through this, make sure there's no shorts anywhere. You know, any kind of wire grounding out to something, a bad ground, anything like that, we're going to go through it, and we're going to pop a new fuse in there, test drive it, and see where we go from there. Man, that sure would be nice if that's all it is a little fuse. Replaced the blown fuse, and now we're on the test drive. No lights on. Car's running great. Don't hear anything that doesn't sound right. We've tested the brakes a few times. Test them again here. The car seems to be doing quite well. Okay, so just wanted to let y'all know we looked over the entire car. We checked everything. We checked all electrical connections. We checked the ABS. We checked linkages. We checked everything. The entire braking system, the entire electrical system. We checked everywhere and could not find any cause for that fuse to blow. We replaced the fuse and drove, I don't know, about 30 minutes or so around town, and had no problems whatsoever. And I was touching every single electrical thing, nailing the brakes, using the emergency brakes, was doing anything I could to get it, the calls to happen again. Nothing happened. Like I said, he lived about an hour and a half away. So once I was comfortable that the car was good, I decided, to go ahead and deliver the car. So I drove the car all the way there, an hour and a half, no problems whatsoever. That brake light never came back on. So the problem was just a blown fuse. It was just a freak thing. It was a lucky thing, really, because it could have been something serious. But I just wanted to say, guys, even if it was something serious, please do the right thing. If you're doing this, if you're flipping cars, whether it be professionally or on the side, that could have been your daughter, could have been my daughter. You don't want to get over on people. It's just not the right way to run a business. And business aside, it's just not the right thing to do. So this was me practicing what I preached. I got it right. I detailed the car and I delivered it to the guy. Gave him as many apologies as I could. I know that don't fix it. I mean, it's I told him if they had any problem whatsoever with that car, to give me a call and I'd come and fix it. It didn't have a warranty, but I felt responsible. So I didn't really necessarily give him a warranty, but if anything else would have happened with the car, I would have fixed it. So that's the end of the story with the Beetle. So it's been a few months now since the car's been delivered back to him. They've had the car back. I message them from time to time, making sure everything's okay, because like I said, that could have been my daughter. That's just the way I look at it. That could have been my daughter. So I want to make sure not only is there nothing going on with the car, but they're happy with the car. So, enough time's passed now that they've had no problems. They love the car. So that's that. All right, guys, please like the video, subscribe to our channel, and leave us a comment down below.